Hello guys, welcome to another ALBATROZ video. I'm going to demonstrate how to do formation flying at 1.5 Gs today and be stable. I'm very pleased to be leading the acrobatic squadron Lusitano of the Squadron 701 DCS Portugal. And I'm going to first start up to set my cockpit first. So here's our AI. We're going to follow him in a minute. I'm just going to prepare my cockpit. So let me stabilize my aircraft first. Not too bad there. So first radar off. I like my SI page on, my sequence, waypoint 2. That's where the AI will do a sharp turn to follow the waypoints. We really don't like that. To be taken by surprise, so let's do it. ADI on the left side, INS mode, how I like it. And basically for now I just want to turn off my position lights, strobes at the minimum, that's how we fly. Set bingo to 3000 and start the clock. And tapes to the head. Let's go. Aircraft is ready to fly. I'm going now to activate my controls window. Where is it? There you go. On the left side. I don't know if I can reposition it. Let me see. Where's my mouse? No, I can't reposition it. No. Okay, so let's do a quick not rejoin. I want to practice the intern rejoin. An important thing to bear in mind to explain first is that our joysticks, when you're playing the game, don't have a linear curve. Well, they do have a curve, it's not the linear pattern for the input and output of the joystick. So let me just put here in a comfortable position near the aircraft. Okay, it's good. Let me turn the smoke on. My smoke is on. Okay, now that's good. Let's go to the controls page very quickly. Just controls. Let's go to my axis commands and let's use the pitch, for example, the most important one. Pitch, there you go, and axis tune. Here's the thing. We want to have our joystick control around this neutral point because it's where the curve is more soft. I only have, because I'm using a Warthog, I have a little bit less of saturation and the curvature is at 13. But what means is if you are trying to stabilize the aircraft at let's say 2, 3 or 4 Gs, you have to pull on the stick. And what happens here is that when you pull on the stick to keep this position and trying to find the neutral position here, the output is going to be much more aggressive because you are on the sharp side of the curve. So what you want to do is to trim the nose up so you can actually use your joystick around the soft point, the center point. That's the most important thing to bear in mind. This is a simulator, that's how we adapt in real life. They don't have the curvature, I think, and they have more sensitivity on the stick. They have a bigger range to use our joystick than we do using our normal joysticks, even the Warthog, unless you're using an extension to simulate the length of this arm on the joystick. So the goal is to use the joystick around the neutral point instead of trying to find the neutral point on the sharp side of the curve. Let's say 2, 3, 4 Gs, whatever. The higher the Gs, the more pull you have to apply. So the more difficult it's going to be to control the pitch. And of course, because we are pulling lots of Gs in a turn, we have also to compensate with our roll and rudders, so that's too much to bear in mind. Let's keep our life simple. trim the nose up so you can use your joystick in the center position where the curvature is soft. Another thing to keep in mind is always give a little bit of trim nose down so you can have just a little bit of back pressure on the stick to maintain your flight. Because if you want to lower the nose, you just have to release the pressure and put pressure back again to resume that attitude. Reason is in terms of body response. If you have to release pressure on the stick, it's much smoother than releasing pressure and applying pressure forward and then releasing and applying pressure backwards. In terms of precision in your stick and in terms of controlling the aircraft using your body and the joystick you're using for the game, you'll have much more precision, avoiding to pull the stick forward, so just releasing the pressure to lower the nose down to keep the formation flying smooth as possible. So let's apply this. Let's go back to the cockpit. I'm going to give the guy instructions to go left, 1.5 G, 3 turns. Alright, let's go. It's going to take 2 seconds to start, but I want to do the rejoin. There he goes. So he's flying at 300 knots. I'm going to approach at 320 tops. I'm on the inside, so I'll have to go a little bit slower, so 320 knots. 20 knots relative speed at this distance. Now reduce to 10 knots relative speed. There you go, 310. Start trimming the aircraft. Reduce throttle to match the speed. I'm trimming up, trimming up. There we go, the aircraft is trimmed. Now just a little bit of nose down trim to keep that back pressure on the stick. So I'm barely applying pressure on my stick right now. I'm working in the middle position. Now I'm stable here. I'm going to take the correct position. So bra, bearing, range and altitude. Okay. The only thing that I'm missing here is my range. I shouldn't see the 2 nozzles on the exhaust pipes, so I'm going forward a little bit. And I'm almost there. There you go. That's the right position for echelon left. I'm stable at 1.5 Gs. Why? Because I trimmed the aircraft. Now you'll have to keep the wings parallel to the lead aircraft, especially in close formations, and then you'll use the rudder to compensate the lateral position. So I'm going to apply a little bit of right rudder pressure. There you go. I like to keep a little bit of pressure on the rudder because it helps to maintain a stable flight somehow. Same thing with the pitch. So if I want to go left, I'll just release a little bit of pressure on the rudder, but you know, the rudder doesn't have strong springs as we have in the joystick, at least the rudder pedals I'm using. So here we are in the stable flight, not too difficult, 1.5 Gs. With this in mind and okay with that, you can then pull to 2 Gs and 3 Gs and apply the same principle. Now let's go flight, go trail. So easy on the power, power again up, right rudder, rudder center position, left rudder, little power, center rudder, adjust the position with rudder pedals, wings are parallel. Let's get closer a little bit, that's good. There you go, trail position. Flight, go echelon right. So echelon right actually, for formation flying acrobatics, we are going to keep the wings parallel as opposing to right fingertip where the aircraft will keep the same altitude as the lead aircraft. So let's go echelon right, or let's say we are going diamond or whatever. So right rudder, little power to go forward, left rudder, Let's keep a little bit of right rudder pressure, a little more power. The aircraft is trimmed, so not difficult to adjust the pitch. Now I'm getting too high. Left rudder to get closer, right rudder to stop it. A little bit more power. I keep some right rudder pressure. Left rudder to adjust, right rudder again. Small corrections. A lot of corrections in small amplitudes, right? Throttle and stick. And here we are, right echelon, outside wing. Flight go trail. Again, little less power. Power up again. Use the rudder to change the position and expedite these transitions, right? That's the goal. Here we are. Bam. Let's keep it like so a little bit more. Don't forget that you might have planes around you, on your left, right, top, below, behind, so be very gentle with all the corrections you're doing. Flight go echelon left, to copy, rudder, power, rudder center, rudder right, power, distance is okay, here we are, bam, quick transition. Now the thing is, when you go out of the turn, you'll have to trim the nose back down for so you can resume the normal neutral stick position, pitch, attitude. So you'll have to trim. So this guy is an AI, so he rolls out very quickly. The goal, being the leader, a player, you guys will all roll out at the same rate, bank angle per second, so you all have time to adjust the trim simultaneously. So this that just happened will not be a problem, okay? I'm still trimming. I want to keep a little bit of back pressure. Okay, almost there, and I never lose sight of my longitudinal distance with throttle, my lateral distance with rudder, and keeping my wings parallel as much as possible to the lead aircraft. So yeah guys, I hope this helps. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe if you'd like to as well, and leave a comment if you have any questions or whatsoever. Enjoy your formation flights and see you around. Yeah, I'm still adjusting my trim. I shouldn't be that close trying to adjust my trim here. Okay, I think it's good now. Alright. Can barely touch the wingtip. That would be a super close formation. Okay, open up. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.